Howdy, friends. Welcome on back to your friendly neighborhood podcast, episode 13 of Gaming Nonsense, coming in fire this week. Actually, maybe not so much because there's not that much news to cover. Couple major news points to cover off on here at the front of the show. Then towards the latter half, there's not really that much to talk about, so we're going to kind of take a view into the future, the next couple of years, some interesting pieces, little tidbits to look forward to over the next 2-3 years. So we'll discuss that a little bit, and then at the very end, non-gaming, I guess real-life gaming related, a little Super Bowl prediction action going on. So we'll get on through that. As always, joined by our diligent co-host over here, the guy that did almost all the research for the show. I should say all the research for the show. So he'll take us through a lot of it. But Avery Fair, Coffee Black, 910. How's it going?
How you doing, buddy? I'm hanging in there.
I'm all right, friend. You doing all right? Friday afternoon, going into the weekend. You got the Waste Management coming up in Phoenix that you're going to go to tomorrow. Super Bowl on Sunday. It's a good time to be alive.
You know it. Should be a fun weekend.
Absolutely. Let's jump on in then. News piece number one. Another delay, as you are pretty accustomed to if you follow this.
Sounds about right. Yep. Sounds about right.
So Rockstar officially delaying Red Dead Redemption 2 to October 26th. Originally was supposed to come out this past fall, then was spring 2018. Now pushed back to October 26th. I think the reasoning was just they needed more time to polish up the game.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of is what it is. I'd be interested in your thoughts. It was going to be my spring-summer game, so it kind of takes away. You know, I got to find something else to play now for a few months. But
right,
you know, if they really need that extra time to make the game good, you know, hang on to it. Doesn't matter too much to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on one hand, I'm right there with you, like you said. If they need time, you know, like you said, polishing up and everything, make sure it is at best that it can be. You know, it's fine. You know, I understand delays like that. On the other hand, like you said, it sucks because we were kind of planning ahead to make that be that summer game, because a lot of times that summertime there's a bit of a drawl, you know, of, you know, a kind of a not a lot of games to play. And so it was there, but you know, it happens. Like I said before, like I said, if you're familiar with the industry, it happens a bit too often. I think we might have said in the last episode about how we don't really see a lot of movies doing this. You know, you don't see a lot of delays happening with pretty much any other type of medium besides the games. So I don't know if it's something where, you know, developers and companies are kind of being a bit overzealous about these types of things, and they kind of jump the gun a bit when it comes to scheduling them out. But I don't know. I feel as though it should be enough an annoyance that like developers should try not to do that.
Yeah, it's kind of a chronic like disease in this space. Like everybody, it's not just Rockstar, right? It's like a lot of the major developers. The same thing happens over and over again. It's kind of like the Elon Musk syndrome, where he'll always say, "Oh, we're gonna do whatever in a year," and you get to that point, and it's like a quarter of what he said. Not that it's not still good stuff, and it gets there eventually. Right. But it's like, all right, come on now, just be realistic up front. Anyways, bit of a bummer that summer lull is going to be a little bit harder now, but we'll find something to play. Maybe Fortnite's still in full effect in the summer.
Right.
Be playing a lot of Fortnite still.
Yeah, hopefully it stays the October 26th. Hopefully that is the day that it will come out. I know, just to hold us over, Rockstar released a couple of new screenshots from the game, and it looks absolutely incredible. I'm looking forward to playing that. Like I said, hopefully it comes out in October, because it's going to be a game of the year contender, for sure. Especially. And so I can't wait to see how it actually plays, in real time, like that, once we get some gameplay footage and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to think this is the real release date, because that'll get you right into that holiday season.
Right.
Probably don't want it coming out too much later. Like at this point, they gave themselves that extra half a year.
Yeah.
I would fully expect if they miss the holiday season this year around 2, that's slightly disastrous, I think, if you're them.
Right. And then I know you and I both read an article that IGN posted yesterday about just kind of looking at the domino effect that this is going to have on,
Yeah.
not only consumers but also developers and companies. About now, people were planning on coming out in the spring, and
Mm-hmm.
now it's just like a giant bomb on their
Mm-hmm.
plans of like, well, shit. Now, if Activision has a Call of Duty coming out, or if Bethesda had an idea of something,
Yeah.
whatever Microsoft is doing,
Yeah.
they're already in an uphill battle. Now they have to plan accordingly
Mm-hmm.
with Rockstar now. And so a game with this magnitude really creates a giant ripple effect,
Yeah.
um, with not only consumers being affected like ourselves, but also business. Oh,
Yeah. And I agree. It'll be interesting to see what it does if we see people starting to move their release dates out now or up,
right.
depending on the situation. I don't know. Maybe somebody else can fill that void. Who knows?
Yeah.
The other kind of piece, I think we had mentioned this last week, that Anthem was getting delayed, or there was rumors Anthem was getting delayed. I think EA officially has confirmed that at this point.
Yeah.
That's delayed until 2019. Again, it kind of is what it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? If they need more time to polish the game, I don't want it to turn into a Destiny 2, not enough stuff to do in the game situation.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I know a lot of people are thinking that game can fill that like Destiny itch that they felt like they didn't get from Destiny 2.
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, is what it is. EA's got a bit of their own battle to fight these days as well. So hopefully they come out with a good one.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. It has to be good for their sake.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have Madden.
Just keep pumping out Maddens and FIFAs and whatever. Yeah, but those, I mean, honestly though, those games, those consistent year-over-year games, I haven't looked up the sales numbers, but I should. So I bet you they just sell.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure they just sell.
They still sell.
And it's what, year over year, you fix some graphics, update player lists, add a new feature or two. You basically have a game ready to ship, right?
There you go.
Man, what a time. I think that was, I mean, realistically, those were the only big gaming news points that happened over last week. Red Dead being the biggest one, I think. There's some other topics we're going to talk about here. You've been, I think last time you mentioned you've been playing DBZ, so you've continued to play that. We'll talk through that and some other things that are in the works. So I'll let you take us through that.
Yeah, I mean, just in the just right now in the meantime, playing some Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, DBFZ, and
Illuminati.
that's been it's been really fun. I like it. I hopefully will finish the campaign sometime within like this weekend.
Yeah.
It's split up into 3 separate story arcs, and I want to say like the first arc is kind of like just the main meat and potatoes of it, and then the corresponding second and third arcs kind of fill in like the details that might have been glossed over, just like how everyone came to be, or like kind of really fill in the juicy parts of the story.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I know when I first got it, Forrest and Rylan again came over and gave me the beatdown for it. And I've gotten a little bit better at it. I don't really have like a set team of 3, but enough where I feel comfortable with certain characters. And what I really love about it is in the story with characters talking to each other, that dialogue still has that quirkiness, that kind of what exactly is he saying that the show brings, and it feels just like I'm watching an episode or a movie of Dragon Ball. So that's one thing I really do love about it. So
yeah, that's cool.
It's really fun though.
Have you played much online or online at all? Is there
No.
online?
There's online. Yeah, there's online. I haven't played or touched that at all yet. I tried because once you get in the game, it asks you to choose like first your region, obviously,
Yeah.
and then after that, there's like a shitload of lobbies, and
Yeah.
so you just pick a lobby and then go into do the online matches like that. I did try the arcade mode, which is apparently a way for you to unlock Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, and the arcade mode is a lot more difficult than the normal story. Like the story up until possibly like the very last, for the most part, is just a tad bit harder than say like a tutorial.
Yeah.
I mean, the AI fights back, but the arcade feels like you're playing against.
Got it. Got it.
Like you will get your ass.
Got it.
And so,
Get good,
but
kid.
no, yeah. So I'll probably keep playing for a few more weeks. But like any other fighting game, it doesn't really matter that it's Dragon Ball. I kind of already feel my like train slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Is what it is. Cool. What's next for you? I know you just put in an order.
I did right before we got online here.
Yep, coming in hot.
I purchased Shadow Colossus, so hopefully that comes sometime like next Friday or so from Amazon. And I never played the original back on PS2, even though I had a PlayStation 2. I somehow missed it, and hearing a lot of people talk about it, they have a very fond memories kind of it. They think it's just the best PS2 games, or at least Sony games in general, out there, and they say that it's a very melancholy type story. But just watching the gameplay of like what was it like? Is it a remaster or is it a remake?
I think it's a remaster. Yeah.
Okay, well, seeing the gameplay of it, it looks very, very well done, from ground up, and I'll be very interested to check that out. And luckily, I checked; it's only like about an 10-hour game or so it's not something that I will be investing much time in, but kind of just want to run through it at least once just to experience that. So I'm looking forward to that.
I guess technically, I just looked it up as you were talking there. I guess technically it is called a remake.
It's a remake? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll snag that off you if I'm bored after I finally play Assassin's Creed.
Of course you will.
We'll see what happens there. Cool.
Other than that, another remake also coming will be Secret of Mana.
I don't know much about this game.
Yeah, I just know that apparently it's regarded as one of the greatest RPGs of all time.
Yeah.
And, just hearing that attached to a game kind of automatically draw me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to come out, I want to say, the 15th of February.
Okay.
So just a couple weeks. You can get that for PS4. So I'll probably.
Yeah.
And that game actually looks like it's built back from the ground up. First came out back in 3 on the Super Nintendo. And obviously back then it's a pixelated game, but now it's fully 3D. 3D graphics and with voice acting and everything. So I'll be interested to run through that and see what that's all about.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of those games where I've like heard the name a bunch.
Right.
But I've never honestly like seen anybody play it or looked into gameplay, or I don't really know anything about it. But no, that'll be interesting for sure. And I never had an SNES because the first console I ever had was right after that with my N64.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, so I missed that a little bit.
Moving forward, let's see. I mean, just another sort of remaster, Devil May Cry HD Collection. I guess it's coming out for PS4, and I believe it came out also for PS3. And I remember playing those back on the PS2, and I really loved them. So I'll be interested to check those out again. Those would be fun. Other than that, the Sea of Thieves beta just ended, and you're very excited about that.
I'm super pumped for Sea of Thieves. I just need to make sure we get a group together. It's one of those things, and I listen to some people's reactions, or some YouTubers or gamers or whoever posted videos with their kind of like thoughts of Sea of Thieves in general after they had played in the closed beta for however many hours over the last week or so. Everybody seems to really like it, like a lot, and likes the kind of the loop of the gameplay. You get your squad, you go out, there's PvP and PvE elements mixed in together. You're either going and getting chests, or you find another squad and you have to battle them and steal their chests or whatever.
Right.
It was just that what else is there going to be to do other than this when the full game comes out? Because if the entire loop is just looping and getting chests and going back and forth in a circle over and over and over again, people are probably going to get bored of that, right? Like, you got to have something to progress towards, or other like storylines or things to do to keep people interested. So hopefully, I mean, again, this was just the beta, so this is probably just a little tiny sliver of the game. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of extra stuff, but I'm pretty pumped. I think it'd be fun. Good fun.
Yeah, so I'll probably end up just getting that with you. And I mean, do you expect to play on PC or Xbox? That's the question now, isn't it?
So it's good. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I'd like to play on PC, but Probably PC. I'm trying to think who are our other friends with Xboxes that if we would need to get on Xbox to play with. And I've got like one friend
Zero.
a San Francisco friend that plays only on Xbox, but that would be it. If everybody
Yeah.
else like there, for example, all the other people that live in that house, we can convince them to get it on their PCs. Get on PC.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when it first started picking up steam, when we first heard about it.
Picking up steam. Heyo.
We were thinking like, oh, hey, gives us an excuse to use our Xbox again.
Yep.
But I think, especially now when I got this gaming PC, my excuse to try and play my Xbox is slowly just running out.
I need Halo to come out.
And that's honestly one of the only things. And even that, isn't that a PC game too?
Halo?
Yeah.
Is Halo coming out on PC now? Is Halo 6 on, or like 5 on PC? I don't know.
I was just thinking because who was it? Unless like Ninja and them streamed on.
Yeah, they stream on their Xboxes.
Okay.
And all the leagues and stuff are just on Xbox. I don't know if it comes out on PC.
Well, then if it does come Xbox.
Yeah, it's just Xbox. Xbox One.
But yeah, I mean that's honestly one of the only things.
Yeah.
There's a couple other stuff, but I mean, what can you do?
Sunset Overdrive 2, hopefully, maybe.
Hopefully, after they're done with Spider-Man.
Yep, there you
go. Lastly, I'm excited for God of War. I believe we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
20th, and I will make you play that.
Okay.
You, fortunately, did not revel in the brutality of Kratos at all.
I did not.
So you need to experience that firsthand. I really hope that they can somehow release like the first one on PS4 because I think you can play the third one or something, and you can't play like the first two maybe. But if they ever come available, I'll make you play those.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess that means I should hurry up and finish Assassin's Creed then, huh?
Heyo.
Still haven't played that.
Stop. You're not gonna.
Yeah, I absolutely am gonna finish. It's so hard. I just want to play Fortnite. That's all I want to play right now is Fortnite.
I hear ya.
I'm like stuck in this endless loop. I don't remember what I was watching. Somebody tweeted or something. It was like, hey, I was supposed to post some video or do something this weekend, and I just sat there and I played it different. I played PUBG the entire weekend and nothing got done. I was like, yeah, that's how I feel with Fortnite. It just takes over.
Right?
When I'm at home and playing games, I could turn on my PS4 or I could just play Fortnite.
It's like that. It's like that meme that they sent us that it's like 11 o'clock. All right, guys, last game, 4 a.m. Where we dropping, boys?
Yeah, literally. So I'll finish it. I mean, honestly, we were talking about this earlier before the show or the other day or so. I don't know if either of us are going to get Monster Hunter World.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But like, particularly now that Red Dead's been delayed. Unfortunately, I don't feel that fire under my ass to play Assassin's Creed and finish Zelda and some of these games that are just sitting in my backlog.
Yeah.
Which just leads me to play more Fortnite. So I need to sort that out.
Yeah, I don't know because, like you said, so my plan was that I was gonna get Monster Hunter World for PC in the fall.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'll have Red Dead for over the summer and stuff. Yeah. But now it's like, well, I don't think I'll probably have enough time to play Monster Hunter in the fall if Red Dead's coming out. So, and I really kind of don't want to get it right now for PS4. It's kind of something where I wanted them to work out all of their bugs and things, kind of do all their updates and things like that. So, I don't know. That might be something that I just kind of miss entirely unless there's a very big incentive for me in fall or
Yeah. We'll see. I'll luckily the next 6 months I've got quite a few flights coming up, it seems like. So I probably honestly will just play Zelda on all those flights. And between those, right. I bet you by the middle of summer, if I only play Zelda on flights, I'll probably be done with it. That'd give me I would assume 40 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
And I already have 5, so 45 to 50 hours. How long did it take you to complete? How many hours do you remember?
About 45.
Yeah.
It was in the 45 to 50.
Right. So I'll play Zelda then, and then I just gotta power through the last 20 hours of Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Pump on through it. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. While we're on the topic, it's a little bit further down our list, but Fortnite was a new patch today. Bring it up while we're talking about it. The minigun was the biggest update, I think. I played a few games before we recorded this when you were at work still. Man, did that minigun just wreck me.
Really?
I think I faced it twice. I haven't actually had one yet, but 2 times just fallen in to Snobby Shores and Tilted Towers, and people just got them randomly in chests and just wrecked me, just wrecked face.
Really?
So
So it's just in chest. Is it?
It's purple,
Well,
gold. I don't
purple
know if
or
there's
gold.
a blue version.
Okay.
It's probably similar to the Scar, where it's just like purple or gold.
Right. And like, is it something where, did you see people moving with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can walk around and stuff with it. It's not like stationary. I don't know how many bullets are in a clip or
Well, I saw,
whatever.
I don't know about the clip, but I did see a picture on Twitter. I think the guy had like 600 bullets or something.
Yeah. So.
And I don't know if it's, I don't know if you like found, like, I don't know what you would start with. But,
yeah.
I wonder if you could run with it. I wonder if you're only restricted to walking.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I would feel as though if you're right with it, pretty OP.
Yeah, I think the only other updates from the patch were like some bug fixes. People are having trouble with building in certain situations. It's kind of weird now. Alex, Nick, and I all noticed when we were just playing that it's hard to identify if you're like in a building across from something. You'll see like a blue, maybe if it was like a blue AR or a blue shotgun or something. Mm-hmm. If you like look at it, you can't tell if it's a shotgun or an AR or what. It just looks like a blue ball until you get like right on top of it, which I feel like wasn't the case before. You could use a sniper and zoom in on something and see, hey, that's a shotgun. Whereas now if you do that, it literally just looks like this blue little sphere. It's like the gun's not even there until you get right on top of it.
Really?
Which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I would assume it's a bug. But that was a little bizarre. I thought there was a couple jellies I was going for, and I show up and it's like, oh, this is an assault rifle. I'm like, what?
I think of it as two things. Either A, it possibly could just be a bug.
Yeah, I think it is.
Or on the other hand, I'm thinking, what if they purposely did that forces players to go out into the open?
That's true.
And that kind of forces the action, basically.
Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. See if it sticks around for the patch that'll happen. Their next patch is probably scheduled for 6 hours from now, knowing how quickly they patch. Yeah. It's probably happening right now while we're recording this. The rest of the news, take us through it, Dad.
All right, here we go. One of the things that could be affected by the Red Dead Redemption 2 being delayed is that we'll most likely be getting a new battlefield in the fall. No real news on what it's going to be. I would assume it gets revealed in E3 or something.
Yeah.
Possibly World War II. They just did Battlefield 1, so that worked out pretty well for them. Most profitable Battlefield game in their history, so maybe players really like that history.
Yeah. I'd really like to see, because I feel like World War II has been done quite a lot. Even World War I's been done somewhat less, obviously. But I'd like to see someone do something in like Vietnam or something like that, because of not the guns or whatever, but the setting being in the jungle. Yeah. I think would be different compared to a lot of these games. Yeah. We'll see.
Was Vietnam also for Pearl Harbor? Is that also that?
What?
Pearl
Harbor? What?
I just disregard. I'm bad at history. What war was that, huh?
Pearl Harbor. When the United States entered World War II?
That ended World War II.
That started World War II? Not started. That's why. All right. History lesson off screen, but that's when the United States entered the war.
Entered the war.
Correct. The war was already ongoing in Europe. Japan bombed Pearl Harbor.
When did Vietnam happen?
Vietnam was after World War II. All right, we'll do history. We got things to talk about. We'll do history lesson afterwards, buddy.
Let's see. Respawns. Cut your mouth.
God, it hurts. Somebody just dislike this video. Just leave a dislike. Everybody, just leave a dislike. All right.
All right. So some news out of EA and Respawn. Looks like their Star Wars game probably won't be coming until fiscal year 20, which is between April 2019 and March 2020. Respawn, they're working on a new just action adventure type game. No real other details other than that.
Yep.
And also, EA kind of threw in they don't know when the next Battlefront's going to be coming out, so that means that's a soft confirmation that they're going to move forward with Battlefront 3.
I mean, I would assume they would, right?
I mean, would you, after how much shit they've gotten for Battlefront 2?
Yeah. If they just take out the way that they had microtransactions built into it and they release a legitimately good Star Wars multiplayer shooter game, people buy that shit.
Yeah, well, joke's on you, because EA said that they believe in microtransactions.
Okay,
So
so not eliminate them, but make them not in a stupid ass way.
you would like to think that's
Not
possible,
not a pay
but
to play way of microtransactions.
right.
Yeah,
And I mean, we'll see what happens with that.
yeah, we'll see.
You gonna walk us through this next one, huh?
Yeah, next on the list. I think I mentioned it last time a little bit, but Cloud9 did take home the CS:GO major. At least the CS:GO major beat FaZe. The first time an NA team has taken home a major in CS:GO, I believe. Honestly, it's the first time really NA team has won a real massive tournament in general.
Right.
I guess other than Dota, maybe. For example, League, nobody's ever won Worlds, and NA teams never won Worlds. This was the first NA team to win a CS:GO tournament. Dota, I don't follow necessarily. Obviously, COD and stuff like that are pretty American. But
Okay.
good for them, man. I mean, I feel like CS:GO is one of those games. I know you haven't really played Counter-Strike. Again, unbelievable. But it's one of those games that's like perfectly made for esports.
Yeah.
Which it's really cool to see. Particularly really cool to see a game like that, a big tournament be won by a North American team. Brings a little bit of some legitimacy since we've been having some problems standing up to EU and the Asian countries in all the other games. So it's pretty cool.
I mean, I remember watching a little bit in Abe's room. That shit looks intense. I understand that those are the best of the best, but I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's wild. They're super good.
I'd break.
Yep. Related to Counter-Strike, some dude spent 60 grand on a sniper skin.
Ooh.
Why? Just why?
Show me the money,
Bruh, I feel bad about spending $10 on like cosmetics in whatever it is. You're gonna tell me you're gonna spend 60 grand on a cosmetic skin for a sniper in CS:GO.
Hey, I'm making my way. I've already spent about, I would say, $100 in Fortnite.
Next thing you'll know, you'll be at 60K. Yeah, I don't think so. Wild though. Also related to real world dollars, I think that EVE Online battle happened. I should have looked it up before the show. That
EVE
massive
Online?
$1 million
Hey, did you hear about
EVE
that?
Online. What?
Did you hear about that? The EVE Online?
I told you that.
Oh.
God.
EVE Online, $1 million on the line?
Yeah.
Nuts. Crazy.
Yeah. Wild, bro. Wild.
I mean,
that's a lot of money though. In real world currency to be transposed into a game in terms of like ships and weapons and loot and whatever. Yikes. And that's all. If things get blown up in that game, it's gone. Like that real world money is gone. It's destroyed.
Gotcha.
It's not like you respawn with your ship. So wild.
why would you do that?
I don't know. It's crazy. All right.
What, do they win something?
They win domain over that piece of the galaxy. Yeah.
They win.
People are like really, really into.
All right, we need to
Yeah.
move forward.
Yeah.
I thought there was some sort of prize at the end, not just
people are like
galactic
really into,
domain.
It's like WoW, Horde versus Alliance. It's like people are really into just like virtually owning something or like being in control of something. Yeah, you don't get anything though.
So moving forward, Nintendo has announced that Mario Kart is making its way to our cell phone.
Hey,
Mario Kart Tour come out between April 20 March 19. No other
nice
details
big
besides that.
year-long window there. I'll be interested. I don't really play mobile games, so I don't know if I'll play mobile games when this comes out.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll see.
I'm not that into mobile games. Maybe because I drain my phone battery from other things such as Netflix, music. So, but that'd be cool to see what they're able to do with that.
Yep, fair enough.
Sticking with Nintendo for the next couple things. Switch paid online finally is going to launch in September. Right now, I believe it's still free and whatnot. Honestly, I haven't played Switch online, so I'm not very familiar with the functionality and how well it functions.
Yeah.
I want to say I only have maybe 2 friends on there. I think you and maybe Nick. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know this guy at work sent me a friend request thing. I haven't answered it. It's been maybe a month because I haven't turned it on. And that's not really high on my priority list. But hey, if you're out there playing Switch, someone did tweet saying that maybe that means that we'll be getting Super Smash sometime this year.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be interested to see how that works out on the Switch. I mean, honestly, I feel like if I'm gonna play a game online, I'll just play it on my PS4 or my PC, right? Like,
that's a good point.
My Switch is mostly played when I am just trying to like play stuff on myself, or if I'm on airplanes or in transit or whatever.
There you go. Yeah,
whatever.
I hear you. Also, now we're gonna pivot from games, but still sticking with Nintendo because they are partnering with Illumination Entertainment for a Super Mario movie. Ayo.
Heyo.
It's to be distributed by Universal, the studio behind, or Illumination studio behind Minions and Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Haven't seen either of those, but it is Universal, so I'll be pretty excited. And I want to say that it's going to be like an animated movie, obviously.
Yeah.
Unlike that, what was that other Mario movie? You ever seen that one? Way back when Bowser was like
it was like a real action. Like
I should look for that.
It was real life people, wasn't it? Live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I remember that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't bite the dust like the Halo movie, and it actually.
Which they say it's still somewhat there, right?
It's not alive.
Or a Showtime series.
There's no way. Maybe that web series, video games and media, or in movies and TV. That web series was actually pretty good. What was it called? Forward Unto Dawn, I think.
Oh yeah,
it was like an hour and a half split across 6
there was
or
like
7
4
10-minute episodes or something. Yeah, whatever. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd watch a full movie of that for sure. It just never happened. So
I don't know. I mean, did you watch the Assassin's Creed movie with Michael
I heard
Fassbender?
It was really bad though.
I didn't watch it.
I don't think it got good reviews.
Yeah, I heard it was bad, and I don't really I don't know the history of Assassin's Creed, so and I thought that was supposed to be the end, the movie that opened the floodgate.
The one movie to rule them all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But guess not. So we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
And then finally, apparently there's gonna be a fourth Purge. It's gonna be
Purge 1 through 3.
Wait, what did you just say?
I have not seen Purge 1 through 3.
Okay, we'll also talk about that off stream. We need to make sure that is rectified.
Okay.
Purge 4 has a title called The First Purge, so it looks like it's going to be a prequel.
Perfect. This is the first one I need to see then.
Stop. Okay. Just so you know, though, so the Purge, though, 1, 2, 3, like, it, unlike other movies where sequels are, like, worse,
yeah, they
actually get better.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first one is the worst one. It's still good, but it's the worst one, and they get better.
Okay, fair enough.
A little like 30-second teaser trailer came out for it. It didn't really show much. It just kind of had clips of, Americans and stuff, and then and so it looks like it's gonna be the first Purge, and then the poster poked fun at Trump's "Make America Great" hat. Replace that with the first Purge. So.
I saw it. It was just like the white poster with the red hat. That's the first Purge on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clever. I see what they did there.
I see what they're doing.
Oh, I see what they're doing.
But yeah, that kind of wraps up the random news roundup.
I like it. Random news roundup. Can you copyright that? Can you make us a graphic that we can slap on the screen? Random news roundup.
We're still trying to figure out what to decide.
Yeah, we are 13 episodes in. All right. Importantly, this weekend, Super Bowl. Switching gears into real, what I'll call it, live action gaming.
Live action gaming.
Golf, you're not going to have a prediction who's going to win, although you are going tomorrow. The real
Tiger
prediction.
Playing?
What?
Tiger playing?
He's not playing. Jordan Spieth, I don't think is going to make the cut either. He was like one stroke below the cut.
John
Phil will
Rahm.
be there.
Go Devils.
John Rahm's going ham. Ricky Fowler's going ham. Anyways, Super Bowl time. Eagles versus Pats. New England -4 with an over/under of what I say 48.5 total points. Yeah. So question is, with New England -4, do you take the Patriots or do you take the Eagles?
That's
Super Bowl
tough here,
being played
Bob.
in Minnesota.
It's tough, Bob. Neither team has home field advantage here in Minneapolis, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yep.
Even though it's about -8 degrees, they are indoors. So it looks like I'm going to be taking the Eagles. Fly, baby. Woo!
And that's your show this week, folks. We'll he's an idiot. Yeah, you're going to go against
Bulls,
Brady
baby.
like that?
Yeah.
You're just doing that to be the hipster, the cool kid.
Brady's
just about to. Brady's about
Don't hit the player, hit the game. Right?
All right, I'll bet you live on air. I'll give
Live
you
on
I'll
air.
give you the 4 points.
And the 4 points?
I'll give you the 4 points, $10.
Oh my! You sure you want to do that?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. You heard it here first. We'll check back in next week when he's mad at me because he owes me $10.
Nope.
Absolutely. I'm being favorable. All right. That's about it. What are you up to other than this weekend? What do you got going on the next week before our next recording sesh?
I would like to hope I crank out that DBZ review.
Yep.
And like I said, Shadow Colossus next week. I want to devote all my time to that.
Yep.
And like I said, obviously I'll be distracted with Fortnite.
Yep.
That new patch, obviously. And then, like I said, Waste Management tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday. And I do want to check out the new Netflix show, Altered Carbon, just dropped today. Supposedly it's about, in the future, they developed a way to kind of store basically your consciousness in this kind of USB type thing in your kind of upper spinal area.
Yeah.
And so basically that means you can physically die, but
really.
They'll just upload you in a new body. And I don't know. Yeah, the concept sounds pretty cool. So I'll take a look at that. I'm still working through Mr. Robot and Black Mirror. I sometimes
didn't even know you were watching Mr. Robot.
I honestly, Blanca showed it to me it was on Amazon.
Yeah.
So the first 2 seasons are on there. So I watched the first 2 episodes.
It's pretty good. I've watched through 3 seasons. I'm behind now though, a season or 2,
really?
I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. I should get back to that. I like it.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I just get distracted by rewatching The Office again.
Dude, I started watching The Office again with Katie this week. We were eating, and it's like, oh, let's find something for a half hour to watch. I pull up Netflix, and The Office is recommended, as always.
Right.
And so I literally just picked some random episode in season 4, and next thing I know, I'm almost done with season 5, and it's been a week. It's like, what?
Yep. I literally restarted it. And I'm right now, I'm almost done with season 2.
It's so good, though. Oh,
I know.
So good.
What are you up to, buddy? You're going to finally finish Assassin's Creed?
Maybe. I'm going to be playing Fortnite. I'll finish Assassin's Creed eventually, right? I'm going to be playing Fortnite. There's some Destiny changes to the raid. Some new raid mods. They're fixing the mod system, adding new things, and still not going to make me go back and play it yet. You never played the raid, so it's fine. I'll probably just wait until the next expansion, which should be this summer or fall. I can't remember. It'll be this summer or this fall, and I would assume that would be when the next raid comes out and all that stuff. So I'll probably play again then, but until then, meh.
When did the last expansion come
out? January, right? Or December?
Well, I want to then, because that's what, 3 months after?
Yeah, I thought there was a bigger break between.
Is there?
Expansion. I could be wrong. I don't know why I think that. So otherwise, I'll just be playing a lot of Fortnite, probably, realistically. Also, a little tidbit is right before this, I think you mentioned to me or sent me a tweet or something that the Westworld trailer, in theory, is going to premiere during the Super Bowl for season 2. Did you watch Westworld? You did, right? You caught up on it? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's exciting. Hopefully that comes out in April. Maybe we'll have some thoughts next week on that trailer once it airs.
Yeah, I think next week or whenever we do our next one, we can kind of just go over any big time Super Bowl commercials, trailers, things like that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are into that kind of stuff. It's I don't know if it's been down lately, but kind of just looking for just movie trailers, show trailers, things like that. I'm sure. I think the Han Solo movie is supposed to have a teaser. I think it's either the Super Bowl, and I also heard about something on Good Morning America for Monday as well. So there might be, some good news, some juicy things coming next week.
I like that. We will certainly watch all that. Be prepared to discuss next week, along with watching you live on air. Venmo me $10.
I don't think so.
Absolutely. Otherwise,
Nick Foles.
I guess that's it. You got anything else? Anything else to add before we wrap up for the week?
That's it. I'm good to go. I need to go get Taco Bell.
We did it, buddies. You're going to go get Taco Bell. Enjoy your food, you fatty. All right. Woo. Hey, thanks, everybody, for tuning in to episode 13. We will catch you guys next week after the Super Bowl with whatever crazy thing happened there and whatever gaming news comes out. Until then, stay classy, San Diego. No, I can't say that. That's copyrighted. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Adios.